We are talking about Scarlett Johansson and Disney and the lawsuit. Speaking of the people that ran Star Wars, Scarlett Johansson and Disney settle the explosive Black Widow lawsuit, and it seems like her entire tone has shifted from like,
Oh yeah.
she's like wanting to work with them again.
Oh,
She
yeah.
must have gotten
She
paid.
got paid, buddy.
They
That's what
backed
happened.
up that dump truck of money. It was like, dude.
Yeah.
They opened the garage. They just poured money into her backyard because she is back on the Disney train. She's hanging out with Mickey, stroking his ears right now. Sorry, I was gonna go with like the Ferengi route. Like, hey, it's cool, Mickey, it's cool.
Well, she said, I am happy to have resolved our differences with Disney. I'm incredibly proud of the work we've done together over the years and have greatly enjoyed my creative relationship with the team. I look forward to continuing our collaboration in years to come. So, as we all know, the Black Widow got hammered by the same Disney Plus / theatrical release. And then they ended up doing it one more time to the Jungle Cruise movie. And then Disney all of a sudden said, oh, well, from now on, we're going to do a 45-day hold before we allow it to be on Disney Plus. They recognized that, I think they recognized quickly that the model wasn't going to work properly. And they've corrected the boat. And now we've got more justification because they're paying Scarlett Johansson.
I think the model they have allows them to double dip though, too.
Right, but
they're going to get those subs no matter what. They're going to have those subscribers no matter what. So why not also give them the movies?
But it's the extra $30,
right?
That they're getting for people to come in and watch the brand new movie. So it's more money. But for whatever reason, it must not have worked out because they've gone all in on this 45-day thing. And now we're learning that Warner Brothers, even though they committed to 2021 same day release on HBO Max, 2022 will have, guess what? A 45-day pause before it's going to be released on HBO Max.
We knew that was going to happen though.
They've tried it and they've realized that model, the theaters have them over a barrel. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah, by the way, we talked about this in January when they announced, when we were talking about the 2021 thing. We said it's going to be great for this year, but there's no way they continue that going forward.
Well, I've said a lot in the past that I always believe that a good theatrical release gives a movie value.
Yes.
It adds value that you can't get anywhere else. And, I think 45 days is too short. I think Shang-Chi, could still be playing for another month in theaters and make money. It'll get beat this week by Venom, but it's been the #1 movie for the last, 3 weeks in a row?
Right.
Or through, and I think 60 days would be the right number. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do during the pandemic, but if these movies if Shang-Chi can play for 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, why not let it play in the theater?
Right.
Now, in the case of the Scarlett Johansson deal, what I thought it was despicable how Disney treated her. And there's a lot of people that have said, well, she already got $20 million. What does it matter? It's not the point of what she got paid.
It's the what she was promised. Right.
Yeah, it's the contract that she signed.
Right.
And they were even trying to make it like when she signed her contract to do the Black Widow movie back in 2017, there was an expectation that Marvel movies performed to a certain level. That was what was provable, demonstrable for the last 10 years, right. Well, 9 years in that time. So there's an expectation when you sign that contract that you're going to make a movie that's going to get a theatrical release for a certain amount of time. That was implicit in the contract that you're signing. So for Disney, after this went down, to just say randomly, like, well, we're going to release this day and date on our streaming service, that's not what she signed up for.
Right.
Like it isn't the contract that she signed. And that might be great that Disney wants to do that, but then they have to turn around and make it right. And they didn't. And they tried. Scarlett Johansson's people reached out and Disney shined them on. They're
worse, they gaslit her and they were like, oh, she doesn't care about people.
Well, that was later after she sued them.
Right.
Then Disney comes back and says that was despicable. They tried to do as opposed to the theme parks that you're opening now in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, it was despicable
so
that they said that. It's so hypocritical, and that was a huge public relations blunder. And Bob Chapek, that was a big check mark against his new regime at Disney.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I knew this would happen. That they come on. Deadline insinuated it might be up to $40 million that they paid her, and that's their own effing fault.
Yeah,
you know, when they're gonna, if you're gonna change the, I am changing the, what is it? What does Darth Vader say? Pray I don't alter it any further. I'm changing the nature of our agreement, or whatever. What does he tell Lando Calrissian in Empire?
I don't remember.
And if they're gonna do that, you got to talk about it. You know, Disney should have said, like, look, Scarlett Johansson, we know you've done 9 movies for us previously, and they've all made money, including things like The Jungle Book. So we're going to do this thing, and we have to compensate you. Warner Brothers certainly did.
Right.
You know, Warner Brothers took care of Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, but they headed this off of the past. They're like, hey, ladies, we're going to give you each $10 million because you're not going to get your bonuses because we're not going to theaters. And the way we could have, we're going to open day and date. So they headed it off the pass, which is what Disney should have done.
Retroactively change a contract.
No.
And you can't, and then blame it on a pandemic. Jeez.
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty tacky.
It's super tacky. While your parks are opening up to millions of people, right? Jeez.
Well, she played it like a cool cucumber, though, man.
She did.
She
I got a lot of respect for Scarlett Johansson, man.
Yeah, I just find it all interesting. This whole, you know, we're in the Wild West right now with, you know, these studios trying to figure out, you know, what is the theater implications? Do people want to watch movies at home? Should people be watching movies in theaters? I mean, we personally don't want to see the theater experience change. I love going to the movies. So I'm glad that they've seen eye to eye not to have these things release in your house at the same time they're releasing in the theaters.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually just watched Venom again, Venom in the theaters, and that was my first time back in the theater in a while, and I enjoyed the experience.
Did you see Venom yet, Rob?
I have not. I think I'm gonna go see tonight.
Awesome.
See it tonight. Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd be curious to hear your take on that, and maybe if you get a chance after it's over, check out. We did a review on it last night. I'd love to hear if you kind of have similar thoughts as us. We won't say nothing to mess up anything for you. It's interesting.
Yeah, there's too much nudity, Rob. Way too much nudity.
Yeah.
The Venom was naked the whole time. It's crazy.
Yeah. You'll enjoy the extra scene at the end, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below, or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.